What's up, everybody? It's Charlie and I'm back. So in this video, I want to talk a little bit about hierarchy and autonomy and kind of what the core of my relationship anarchy philosophy is. So basically, for me, the biggest things that I care about when it comes to my relationships is making sure that there's no hierarchy. There's no one person who's above all of the other people in my life. Because of that, I treat all of my relationships as if they're important to me. Of course, there are different closenesses or far away or like all of those different things when it comes to my relationships. But at the end of the day, I love everyone deeply and I value them as people. And that is the core of who I am as a person and what I bring to the way I do relationships. The second thing that's important to me is autonomy. I don't ever want to give the impression that I own somebody or that somebody owns me. And one thing I've been realizing lately is that labels kind of are a way of making that happen unintentionally sometimes. Just because Beth is technically my wife, people treat her differently than if she were some other label that people were comfortable with, like girlfriend or friend or something like that. People are more comfortable with those terms and kind of know what it looks like and think they know what fits into those categories. But that's just not true for me, and I would like to use language that better reflects the relationships that I'm in. And so one of the things that I'm trying to do is, like I said, deconstruct the hierarchy and deconstruct the lack of autonomy that comes from labels. And so that means practically I've started, instead of calling people like all of those different labels, I call everyone my loved ones or people I care about or a person I just met or just their name or something cool about them or some other way to introduce people besides the fact that they're in relationship with me. And I think that, I don't know, I'm still working on it and it's a work in progress. I don't know if this will ultimately be what I stick with, but for now, this feels so much better for me because it gives me the opportunity to just be myself. I think when I get involved in different roles, I tend to really kind of play my part. So if I'm, someone's partner, I feel like I have to do things on Valentine's Day, or I feel like I have to commemorate our anniversaries in a certain way, versus if I was free to just love people however I want, then some of those things might not happen. Like, for instance, me and Beth don't celebrate Valentine's Day. Instead, I spend that day writing love letters to all of the people I love in my life. And that brings me joy and brings kind of that equality that I'm looking for in all of my relationships. I think on top of that, the autonomy comes in from not owning people and not claiming them as my own. Like, that's my girlfriend, or that's my partner, or that's, I don't know, my friend. Even though those things might be true, they're not the sole thing that person is. And so I want to make sure that I'm acknowledging the rest of the relationship and exactly what it looks like, which I think that just is what it comes down to for me in general. I like using words that describe a relationship versus words that define a relationship and what it's supposed to look like. So I think saying that I'm close to someone is very different than saying they are my blank. And I think it's different to say I love this person than any of the other things. I don't know. I can't think of them now, but I think you guys get my point. I'm being interrupted. But yeah, that's all I've got for now. Yeah. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Deuce.